Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Mornings with Lonnie. I'm just going to having our coffee here today, and hope you're doing well. I wanted to kind of just share something with you real quick to get this thing started. Um, the setting is when Jesus went to the well to Samaria, when he met with the lady at the well. Jesus said unto her, and this is found in John 4:21. Jesus said unto her, Woman, believe me, the hour cometh when ye shall neither in this mountain nor yet at Jerusalem worship the Father. That is a great statement, because worship back then, she said, the Jews worship in Judea, and and the mountains, and we worship here at Jacob's Well, and anyhow, it's not a place, folks. It's not a church. It's not a cathedral. It's not a temple, and that's not what they would like you to believe today. But I'm here to tell you that God is a spirit, and that verse 24, God is a spirit. And I'll show you right here, verse 24, right down here. It says, God is a spirit. Right there. God is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. Amen. If you're worshiping him in spirit and in truth, that's all you need to do today. All right. So anyhow, thanks for listening to that. I hope you're having a great day. Good morning this morning. And if you're off to work, be safe. And hope you have a great day and productive day today. Amen. And so anyhow, I want to get into some of this news. Man, are we in the thick of it? Things are happening at a breakneck speed. There are just so many things going on right now. Just an update on the 4 soldiers in Lithuania. They were training with NATO, the American soldiers. That amphibious vehicle they found in the water, in the sludge, in the mud. I believe they're still trying to get that out. I believe they're going to get it out today to see if any bodies are in there. If it's empty, it's looking like either these guys went AWOL, did the whole turncoat thing, brought some information, sold it to Russia or something. But wow, I hope that's not the case. I really don't want their bodies being in there dead, but we'll have to see what happens. A lot of people are waiting to see if there are bodies in there or if they have defaulted on their commitment to America and sold out. All right, well, I don't know. We're going to see. We're going to see soon. Again, lots of history pages are unrolling today, and we've got a lot of stuff going on. Just so much stuff going on today. And I want to kind of look through some of this stuff. I've kind of been checking out stuff on YouTube all morning and trying to get the updates on what's going on. Just going to share with you some stuff, some of the stuff that I gleaned some news off of. So if you ever want to kind of go through and get some updates, I don't rely a whole lot on American news. They're doing their talk shows. They've got their agendas and everything. And not to say these other ones don't have agendas. They are very prevalent in their agendas as well. But you do get news that you're not getting here in America. And they report the American news also. So anyhow, just glean through these things and see what's going on and stuff. But
Memory, history, and control of the narrative. A real war on Al Jazeera.
The big news right now is the threat that Trump, the letter that he sent to the Ayatollah Khomeini in Iran, telling him he wishes to have a sit down and come to some terms with their nuclear bomb development, the lack thereof. And the letter finally came back. They rejected the offer of Trump and said that they may be interested in some indirect talks, but that would be about as far as they want to go. And so basically, there's been some threats. The response is, if you don't, we don't sit down. You got 2 months. Trump gave them a deadline. Um, we're gonna bomb you, and not so sure that was the greatest thing to say because maybe it should have been. Now they know, but we have gotten. Yeah, there's just. Um, Let me just see here. Diego Garcia. We've got our stuff out there right now. Um, just kind of have a look here. And you can see there, very bad things will happen. Um,
Iran is very high on my list of things to watch, and as you probably know, I sent them a letter just recently, and I said you're going to have to make a decision one way or the other, and we're going to either have to talk and talk it out, or very bad things are going to happen to Iran, and I don't want that to happen.
that's what's going on right now. It's not looking very pretty. In the Vinson, USS class Vinson is coming in. Carl Vinson, strike group is coming in. It's lining up, and I don't know. I don't know. But you can see here, Iran has already said that they will go after Diego Garcia, the Chagos Islands, and they don't care if it's British or American. And we lease this from the British, so that we have a point that is far enough to not be hit by Iran and several others, Iraq and several other Middle Eastern territories there. But Iran has promised that they will take that out and they will hit other installations in Iraq that American soldiers are at, and different installations. They will target those things. So anyhow, it's heating up. I don't know if this gets de-escalated. I don't know where we go from here. It's anyone's guess, I believe. I think only one knows is God and Trump a little bit. And what I say about that, because depending on the responses that are coming back from them. Iran, of course. And we have tons of KC-135s over there refueling aircraft. So I don't know if these guys can hit. He said that Iran said they'll send drones and missiles over to hit this island. That's the case. The contingency would better get all those planes off that island. Make sure they could shoot down anything coming over that way. But anyhow, it's not looking great. And anytime something like this happens, it's not good. I know a lot of people's like, yeah, let's just go get them, but if Iran gets a nuclear weapon, they have already promised that they do not want Israel on the face of the earth. They want to hit America also. They want to take out Big Satan, which is who they call America, and Little Satan, which is Israel. So anyhow, that's the deal. That's why Trump is so adamant about getting this thing, putting a lid on this thing, and whatever he has to do. I think that's his thought. Is that he has grandkids, he has kids, and if these guys get a weapon, he thinks they're crazy enough, and I kind of agree with him, crazy enough that they'll use it to destroy Israel and try to destroy America as well. And so it's not a good situation here. And the Biden administration, I think that these guys have gotten very, let's see, what's the word? I think they growed a lot of courage and confidence, and I think they're overconfident in thinking that either Trump won't do anything or them together would be able to overcome the United States. And I don't know if they're just crazy enough to do that, and they might be. If they are, life as we know it is definitely going to change in whatever magnitude this thing blows up. So yeah, I mean, you got Iran, you got North Korea, you got China, and you got Russia. We're all have been working together for this last 4 years. So I think they feel like that they have a pretty good chance to win and back America and its allies down in a confrontation. So anyhow, this is very dangerous because this is attitudes, this is pride of these leaders of wanting to spread their wings and show who's got what, and we all lose. We all lose from this. So anyhow, that's what's going on there. Keep an eye out. This thing could go any day. The Carl Vinson, the USS Carl Vinson, is on its way. I think it'll be here by the end of this week, first of next week, and he's already made a pit stop in Guam. And I believe that was to pick up resupplies for Truman. That's already there, the strike group, the USS Truman. And I think that was the resupplies that they picked up to bring over and restock the Truman strike group. And wow, it's gonna be interesting. And they got a third one that's coming in, and I'm not sure what the name of that one is. I heard it, but I don't remember. But 3 strike groups. These things have over 100 jets on them, helicopters. They got destroyers, 6 ships alongside them, each one, and they're nuclear, and they don't need fuel. They're gonna these things can go 50 years without refueling. Cities on the water, basically. And so anyhow, it's pretty interesting right now, to say the least. And again, like I said, this thing between 2 and 5 o'clock in the morning, their time over there, could be even be midnight to 5 o'clock in the morning over there. That could happen. And Israel, for our, is about 7 hours of us, and so you kind of get a gauge there. So maybe early in the evening, I wouldn't be surprised if Trump doesn't come on and telling us that 30 minutes ago we hit Iran or whatever. I think that's going to be the news here before long. Pray to the Lord, pray to God that these people have a level head, and God guides our president in the way that he needs to go in all this. We can't just set that back and do nothing. We know what that brings. And so anyhow, I don't wish for any of this, but it looks like it's inevitable. And it would not surprise me, and I just say this, that some of these B-2s will have some nuclear bombs, payloads at the ready. And if things get out of hand, out of control, they could drop some of these precision guided nuclear bombs, and they will flatten a lot of stuff. And they've got them. I watched a video with showing the different bombs, and they've got different yields on these bombs. 0.5 kiloton. They got 50 kiloton on up. And so using one of those smaller ones, they call them strategic or targeted, and they're basically mini nukes. That's not going to take out the whole country, but it would take out an area that's a few miles in radius. But anyhow, there's just a lot of bad things happening right now that are in the works, and so we've just got to be prepared. I'm seeing videos that saying get your food now. You've got Europe that is telling their people. France also is telling their people to get a 72-hour kit. You can find this stuff on YouTube. This real stuff, and that's what they're telling their people is to get a 72-hour kit. Prepare for war, and they're preparing to go to war with Russia. Now, the kicker to all this, and let me get this up. I'm gonna crack this down as far as, let me mute it. That up for a bit, but again, this is NY Prepper on YouTube. This guy comes on about midnight and to about 3-4 o'clock in the morning, and he gets on there and kind of updates what he thinks is going on and what's happening. But anyhow, like I say, there is a lot of stuff up in the air right now, and these guys are preparing the European places, the Baltic areas. You've got Lithuania, Poland. Those guys are putting up their minefields at their borders with Russia, in case Russia tries to come in on them. So there's a lot of things that actually is moving, gears that are moving, not just talk. And people are putting things in place right now. So we've got Russia attacking Ukraine. Europe is ready to go to war with Russia to stop this. And if this is some of the fears that I'm hearing about, if we bomb Iran, then that's going to be the key or the lever that unlocks China to go into Taiwan. And they've been planning and preparing for this. They have already said that the end of 25 or 26 they are going in to Taiwan, and we are selling them planes and jets. It does not like that, and so we have committed to helping Taiwan should they be attacked. So that's what we got. You got Putin that will could probably, and this is what, again, this is what the consensus out there are, that people that know more about this stuff than I do are saying about if you see that, just gonna, that eagle there has some babies, and they this cam has been on it the whole time, and it's pretty cool. 24/7 nest. But anyhow, like I say, there is going to be a lot of moving parts here. There's going to be a lot of things to watch for. Again, they're thinking that Russia may just start bombing the Baltics. That is those countries there along the border. Right now, you see on the ticker there that there's at least 7. I think there's 8 B-2 bombers. That's 40% of our inventory of bombers. Tons of K-135s, KC-135 refueling jets. And these guys will just stay in the air. So yeah, there is just, I think what's going to happen, and if this thing goes down, I believe that America may start the first bombing run with the B-2s to clear out a lot of these radar, the radars and communication, the comms, and these S-300s, S-400s that Iran has from Russia to shoot planes and missiles down. I think that the B-2s will stealthily go through and drop their payloads, and that's going to prepare the way for Israel to come in and do direct strikes on the known areas of their nuclear buildup that they have, their reactors. And so that's kind of the way I see things going down should it move forward. And we don't know what's going to happen with North Korea. They're going to go nuts. China probably going to, like I said, is probably going to try and take their stab at the Taiwan. We're going to be tested, and for the most part, it looks like Trump has basically said, "Listen, Europe, Ukraine, you guys are going to have to handle the Russia aggression. We got other bigger fish to fry." And I think that with us going after Iran and getting the protecting Taiwan from China, we're going to have our hands full. And I believe that's kind of the strategy here, it seems like. And I don't know. I've not gotten any information for that, but that's just kind of my personal opinion. And so, yeah, it's yeah. And Myanmar, we know that the earthquake, that 7.7. I think when I last gave an update, I didn't say it was that big, but 7.7 earthquake, and there is over 1,700 people that they're claiming are dead because of this, and several thousand that are wounded. And so the count's not over, but yeah, this is a thing, and this is what people are dealing with right now. And we know that, Matthew 24 talks about wars, rumors of wars, pestilences, and famines, and all these things going on. And man, it's ripe. It's ripe. And I know that through the generations and history that there have been close calls, and many people could have said this the same way that I'm saying it today. Especially like the Holocaust, those people probably thought the Bible, that was the day that the Lord was coming back, and that was it. We don't know the day or the time when the Son of Man cometh, the Bible says, but we can be sure that when these things start to happen, Jesus said, "Look up your heads, for your redemption draweth near." And so anyhow, yeah. Again, sharing some of this stuff out. Watch it. Another big thing going on right now in Europe. The big news this morning is Marine Le Pen has just been indicted. Well, actually, she's just been charged with embezzlement. And whether that means she can't run in 26 or not, we don't know at this point. Maybe they've said that already. But I think it would be up to the judge, and maybe he's already give that order. But anyhow, that's going on over there. And, of course, Israel. We've got Netanyahu. He's basically he is the latest. Hamas said, "Hey, yeah, we'll go with this other contract that America has put forth," and Israel has said, "Yeah, no. What we want is we'll give you guys the leadership of Hamas. Lay down your arms. We'll give you safe passage out of here. We're going to take over Gaza security, and we'll manage it from here." And I'm pretty sure that's not going to happen. So anyhow, they're moving people out and around, and going through ground campaign, and we'll see how this all goes. But there's a lot of embers and a lot of fires going on across the world today, with hurricanes, and we just had a series of thunderstorms with tornadoes hitting through here, and all over the world. You've got Miami, I think, was being hit with tornadoes the other day. Again, you've got just places over in Africa. These guys, Sudan, they're in war. These people are being cut off from food. All kinds of things. Again, it is very active today in all these things going on right now. And so let me see here what's going on here. So DW is another media stream that is usually live. That is German media. Then you got Great Britain News. This is a media source here on YouTube. For the most part, I don't really watch their programs on here. I read their tickers that's rolling across there. And if I find something interesting, then I stay on there and read it. If not, I move on. So that's kind of the way I peruse these channels. So anyhow, again, you can see there, Le Pen jailed for 4 years. Okay, I didn't know that earlier. With 2 years suspended. So it looks like she's going to have a 2-year prison or jail sentence. That's interesting. That pretty much takes her out of politics for 26, unless she gets out in time, and I'm not sure that's going to happen, but I don't know if they have the same rules over there that she could run from jail or prison or whatever, but anyhow, that's what's up going over there. And like I say, we're waiting to see if those U.S. soldiers were in that vehicle that went down in that swamp, or is it empty and they just ran it off in the swamp to take off and make people think that. So it's been it's going to be an interesting see what's going on there. It's going to be interesting to see what Trump does next. Again, these things are hot. These things are moving along very fast. So if you can stock up on a little extra food, we don't know. You don't know what's gonna turn about here with all this stuff. The tariffs, Trump is ratcheting up that. The stock market is going down. Lots of things in play here, and lots of people ticked off, angry. Essentially, if Trump keeps these tariffs the way they are with the automotive and stuff, it pretty much is going to shut down Canada, at least their automotive, and they're going to have to figure out a way to survive and make the money that they are losing from America. And so that's all been going on. European market selling their cars here. That's going to put their cars at risk for sales here. We're going to match their tariffs. None of them are happy with. Trump says he just wants it to be fair. If you're going to charge us 290% on our goods, we're going to charge you back 290%. The deal was basically we was letting their automobiles come in here at 0 or 2.5%. And ours going there was 50, 25 or higher percentage of them. And then they got a VAT tax on top of that. So $50,000 Harley Davidson being sold over there turns into $70,000. And how many people are buying a $70,000? And if it was down to $50,000, what the real price was, that would open up a whole different market for people that could afford it. And so they've not been fair with America on their trades. And so Trump is trying to equal that playing field. And it's going to be a short-term pain for hopefully a long-term gain. It's going to bring jobs back, and people, if they create their products here, they'll get incentives, and they won't have to pay tariffs. So that's the carrot that's out there for these manufacturing firms. There is I think he said, don't quote me, but I think there is almost $5 trillion in new business since Trump took office in commitments to bring factories here. TMC, they're the chip maker for computers. They're coming in. They're investing. You got Apple's investing. I don't know, $500 billion. Again, don't quote me on this, but that's what's going on today. We'll see how it all works out. Hopefully things work good for us, and hopefully we can get this thing settled with Iran, and things don't get out of hand and crazy, and we can get these wars stopped. And so anyhow, we're going to get off here now and just have a great day, and God bless you and your family.